Hello everyone, welcome back to our new session for NABARD exam for especially for agriculture and rural development. Let me know if you guys can hear me clearly. All right, so hello everyone once again. You can type in the comment section if you guys can hear me. All right, so today we are going to start off with a new topic, a very small topic, which I have taken from animal husbandry. All right, so today it's a very interesting topic. We're going to be talking about the breeds of buffalo. So why have I chosen this topic? It's mainly because it's a very important topic and it has come in the previous year question papers. A lot of times they have asked a lot of questions on this particular topic, which was in the breeds of cattle or the breeds of these animals. Okay, so today we're going to target one particular breeds, which is on the breeds of buffalo. All right, so if you guys are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. You can also press the bell icon for the notifications from our channel, and we also have another news for you guys. So for RBI exam, for RBI grade B exam for 2022 course, if you guys wish to purchase this, all right, then we have an offer for you. We are giving out a 30% discount. So we have something new in hand for our RBI grade B exam, which is we are also going to get a comprehensive video lessons along with a downloadable PDFs, okay, which is for both phase 1 and phase 2. We're also going to get some of the 10 mock tests, which is specifically for phase 1. We're also going to get 10 mock tests on finance management, 10 mock tests on economics and social issues, English descriptive. We're also going to give 10 mock tests and also assistance for the phase 3 interview. All right. So we are also going to deliver some of the stuff like the phase 1 question book, phase 2 question book. We're also going to give out a phase 2 revision booklet along with a phase 1 and phase 2 past year question papers, along with a notebook and a pen right at your doorstep. All right, so if you guys can put a code of about RBI 30, then you can also get a discount of about 30%. All right, so apart from that, since today is Anuj's yesterday was Anuj's birthday, so we are also offering a 30% discount on all of our courses. So if you just write birthday with the code of you can write a birthday code. With this code, you're going to get a 30% discount available at all our courses. Okay, so let's move on with our session for today, which is on the breeds of buffalo. Okay, hello, good afternoon, everyone. Bhavini Gupta and Prakash, hello, good afternoon. All right, so today we are going to start off with the breeds of buffalo. It's a very important topic, as I've said. All right, and the first thing that you guys need to learn here is that these buffalo species, especially, they have originated from India itself. Okay, so it is a descendant of these scientific term, which is known as the Bos army. Okay, Bos army. Okay, so from here only, these buffaloes have been originated. All right, so till now, we can still find these buffaloes in the areas in the northeastern or in the wild areas, certain regions of our country. Okay, let me know if my handwriting is clear or not. All right. Okay, now moving forward. Okay, so another one here that you guys need to remember is that these buffaloes, they are normally classified into 2 types, okay, which are found in India especially. The first one is the river and the swamp types. And the name or the scientific name of buffalo is Rubalis bublis, all right? So they belong to the family called Bovidae. Okay, this question also has come in a previous year question papers. So try to remember whenever you guys are studying for the cattle or for poultry or any of that sort, try to remember the family to which these cattle belong to, along with their scientific names, okay? And most importantly, the breed and its characteristics. So this is very important. Another point that you guys need to remember here is that, so I've given just a rough diagram of what a buffalo would look like, okay? And especially in India, we would mostly find the river type of buffaloes, okay? But the swamp type of buffaloes can also be found in the eastern parts of the country. All right, so that is clear. I'm going to rub it off, all right? Now coming to the statistics, I'm just going to give you, yes, so I'm just going to give you a really small short statistics based on the 20th livestock census, which is also important. So this 20th livestock census was updated in the year of 2019, right? So now it'll come after only 5 years. So these statistics will still be relevant for your upcoming NABARD exam, okay? So try to remember that. And so the first thing that that we need to remember here is that the highest buffalo population. So the highest buffalo population as seen in the graph can be seen in Uttar Pradesh. Right, so Uttar Pradesh has the highest buffalo population. All right, so basically this was in context from 2012 to 2019. So there you can see that there has been an increase. So at this point there was about 33.0%, and which before in 2012 it was around 30.6. Okay, so there has been an increase in Uttar Pradesh. And the second one highest is Rajasthan, and then third is Gujarat. So just remembering the top 3 states would suffice for the exam, okay? And now coming to some of the things that the total buffaloes in the country is around 109.8 million, and they showed an increase of about 1% over the previous census, okay? So the previous census was conducted in the year of 2012, okay? And then again they conducted in the year of 2018, right? And this was the 20th livestock census, all right? And so there was about 109.85 million population, all right? And now coming to if you're comparing the livestock, basically if you're comparing the livestock of all these other animals with buffalo, so buffalo would contribute about around 20.45. Okay, let me know if the pictures are clear for you all or not, okay? And the highest you can see was in the cattle, okay? And the second highest was in the goat, and then comes buffalo, and then comes sheep and pigs and others, okay? Which will include your poultry or other animals, all right? Now coming to our first one, which is we're going to be talking about the first indigenous breed, which is called as Mura, okay? So this is one of the very important buffalo breeds, indigenous buffalo breeds that we can find in India, right? So the first, that basically this Mura has been bred in Rohtak, Hisar, Sindh of Haryana, Nabha and Patiala districts of Punjab and southern parts of Delhi state. So this is towards the Haryana, Punjab and Delhi state, and that's why it is also known as Delhi, Kundi and Kali. Okay, so right from the names itself, from where it has originated or from when it has been bred, you'll be able to find out that this is actually found from the Delhi state or from the Haryana state, okay? And why is it also known as Kali? Because it is a jet black in color, okay? So the color of this buffalo is jet black in color, but again, it also has a white markings, which you can find especially on the face and the tail, okay? So this is a very important trait that they have, okay? So guys, if you guys are learning this for the first time, I request you all to please jot it down, okay? And now coming to the horn part. So even it has a very peculiar horn, which is that it has a very tightly curved horn, okay? So basically the horn of this Mura buffalo is the most important characteristics of this breed, all right? So basically the whole body is actually really massive, it's big, and it is the head and the head is comparatively long, okay? So the neck and the head is comparatively long in this buffalo. So another important point that you guys can remember is that it is the most efficient milk and butter fat producers in India. Okay, then this is a very important point. I would like you all to jot it down. And the butter fat content is about 7.83, and the average lactation yield is varying from around 1500 to 200. Sorry, 1500 to 2500 kilos per lactation. So during the lactation period, they usually give out these the yield of about the milk yield of about 1500 to 2500 kilos. Okay, and they're also used for the grading up of the inferior local buffaloes. All right, because this particular buffalo is very humongous and it's very rich, so that's why they try to improve the other buffaloes through by breeding it with this buffalo. All right, so that is clear. Right, now coming to another slide, we have, or the indigenous breed we have here is Surti. Okay, so Surti, important trait about this Surti is that these belong to the states of Khaira and Barodara district of Gujarat. So they belong to Gujarat state, sorry. And another point is that, so basically, they are also bred in the Deccani Gujarati. They are also known as Deccani Gujarati, Talabda character, and Nadyadi. Okay, so these are the other synonym names for the. Sorry, these are the other synonym names for these Surti buffalo. Okay, so remember, whenever you guys are studying, so try to remember the names as well. All right, so the synonyms, the other names for this particular breeds. Right, so this is very important. Now coming to the color variation. So the color is also a very important characteristic trait of this Surti. So basically the color of this is from the rusty brown to silver and gray. Okay, it has a very particular color, which is the rusty brown to silver gray in color. Another very prominent or the peculiar side of this breed is that the horns are actually sickle-shaped and moderately long-tailed. When we're talking about the sickle-shaped, this in Hindi is known as dharati, right? So sickle would look like this, right? Sickle would look like this. So the horns of these buffalo, of Surti buffalo, basically looks like a sickle, all right? So it is sickle-shaped, but then again, as you can see in this picture, I'm not sure whether it's clear or not, but from this picture, the horn is basically like this, right? So it's sickle shaped, but it is mostly flat and it is long. Okay. Another one peculiar characteristics that I would like to highlight here is that the peculiar characteristic is that they have two white collars in around the jaw and one around the brisket. So when we're talking about the jaw line around this, and they have two white collars. Okay, two collars. This is also a very peculiar characteristics of the Surti buffalo. All right. So this is the jawline, even in this area, and also this particular area. All right. So this is also known as the brisket. B-R-I-S-K-E-T. Right, so brisket, here in this particular area, we get these. Right, nice Bhavana, you're also from Gujarat, right? That's really nice. So even Surti, I'm pretty sure that you'll remember this breed, right? Okay, now moving on. So the milk yield ranges from about 1,000 to excuse me, from 1,000 to 1,300 kilos per lactation. And the peculiarity of this breed is very high percentage in milk. So guys, this points out here the peculiarity of the breed, high percentage of milk, because it has a very high percentage, which makes it about around 8 to 12%. Okay, so this is very important, guys. And now moving to another breed we have is Jaffa body. The Jaffa body, it is found is a very huge buffalo breed. Okay. And this is actually found in the Gir forest. These are bred in and around the Gir forest, and these are also found in the Kutch and Jamnagar districts of Gujarat. Okay, and basically the forehead of this particular breed, which is here, the forehead is very broad. Okay, they have a very broad forehead, and they have a depression out here. A depression in the middle of the forehead. Right? So this is also a very interesting characteristics that they have. Okay. Another point is that this is the heaviest Indian breed of buffalo. All right, and this is the color actually varies from rusty brown to silver gray. Right, and when we're talking about the horns here, they have a very heavy horns, okay, and they have a very drooping horns. So as you can see in this picture itself, the horn, it droops down like this. For example, it droops down like this, right? So basically it droops down and then it moves upwards again, right? And these are very heavy and big. So this is a very interesting and a very proper characteristics, I would say. Important characteristics of the buffalo, all right? Another few other characteristics I would say here is that the average milk yields from about 1,000 to 1,200 kilos per lactation. And these billows are heavy and these are mostly used for plowing or carting. Basically, they are also used as a drought animals, right? So this is what Jaffa body is, all right? Another one here we have is Anna Bhadawari breed. So in Bhadawari breed, basically it is found or bred along the lines of Agra, Etawah district of UP, and Gwalior district of Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so remember the areas as well from where they belong to. Another point, the body is normally just a medium and it is a wedge shape. So in a wedge shape, it will be like this, right? So these are medium size, just not big, right? These are just medium size and a wedge shape. Another point is that they have the color of these buffalo is light to copper brown, all right? It has light to copper brown. Another point is that they also have these two white lines called chevron, which are present at the lower side of the neck. Okay, and if you can see or look closely towards the picture, you can see that there's this two lines out here. Okay, so there's the two lines out here. So these two lines, these are also known as a chevron. Okay, so these are basically just a V-shaped line. All right. So you can see the V-shaped line. There are two V-shaped lines, so it's going to look like this. So this can be found in the lower neck. All right. So this is also a very important characteristics of this. Okay. Another point that you guys need to remember is that the average milk yields from about 800 to 1,000 kilos per lactation. And the bullocks, these are good for drought animal with a high heat tolerance. So, and another point that the fat content of the milk varies from 6 to 12.5%, and it is also known for a high butter fat content. Okay, so guys, this is very important. High chances of these coming in the exam. These type of points, try to jot it down again. Okay. All right. Now coming to another slide we have here is a Nili Ravi. Okay. So why is this called Nili Ravi? Because this was found along the banks of the Ravi River. Okay. So this breed is found in Sutlej Valley and Firozpur district of Punjab and also in the Sahiwal, which is now in the Pakistan of the undivided India. Alright, so this is bred along the Ravi river and that is why it got its name as the Nili Ravi. And one important characteristics, very important characteristics of this particular breed is that it has wall eyes, okay? It has a wall eyes. If you can look into the picture below, so basically the iris is actually white, alright? So this is what wall eyes are, basically is, alright? And another point that you guys can remember is that horns are very small and these are very tightly coiled inside. Okay, another point is that the head is small, it is elongated, bulging at the top and depressed the eyes as well. Another one is that the bullocks, they are good for heavy trotting work and also the milk yield is about 1,500 to 1,850 kilos per lactation. So an important characteristic that you guys can remember out here is about the Ravi River, okay, from where it originated, and these horns and the wall eyes. Okay. Other than that, this is fine. Another breed we have here is a Nagpuri breed, right? So Nagpuri breed basically this bred along the areas of Nagpur, Akola, Amravati districts of Maharashtra. Alright, so you can be found this in Maharashtra, and so does the name. Okay. Important characteristics is that these are also known as the Alichpuri and the Barari. Right, so this is the synonym names or the other names for this particular breed. And another important characteristic is that these are black colored animal with white patches on the face, the tail, and the legs. Okay, so these are basically just completely black colored, and they have patches of white colored all over their body, which can be found in the face, which can be found in the legs, and which can be found on their tails. Now, the important characteristics is that this can be used for a heavy work. All right, so they can be used for a very heavy work, and the milk ranges from about 700 to 1200 kilos per lactation, which is just an average yield. All right, so this is something about this Nagpuri. And now coming to another slide, we have another very important characteristics of this is actually the horn, right? So if you can see the horn of this, I think it is visible, right? So if you can see the horn of this, this is actually a very, it is a sword shape. It is completely long, and it is a sword shape horn, right? And so this would be a very important characteristic, okay? All right, and now coming to another slide, we have here is Todah. All right, so this Todah actually, it was the name Todah was actually derived from a very ancient tribe, which is known as the Todah tribe, okay, which can be found in the Nilgiri Hills of Tamil Nadu. All right, the Todah of Nilgiri Hills of South India. And important characteristics: the coat color, these are fawn to ash gray in color. So these are usually in fawn and ash gray in color. And another characteristic it has a very thick hair coat. Right, the coating of the hair is very thick. Another characteristic is that these horns are actually set wide apart. First, they curved inward and outward and forward, forming a characteristic of a crescent shape. Okay, so guys, whenever you guys are studying for these breeds of breeds of animals, it's very easy to forget, and it's very easy to get mixed up with all of these, right? So but then what you guys need to do is just try to pick out the keywords that you can find. Okay, so as whatever we have studied along the way, we've already learned something about the horns, whether it was sickle shaped, whether it was sword shaped, right? And now coming to this another one, which is the crescent shape, right? So it's more of like a crescent would be in this form. If you have seen a moon, then you must have probably seen a crescent shaped moon, right? So just try to remember that this Todah, it actually resembles the moon, all right? So the crescent shaped, the horn actually resembles the moon. Let me go back. Right, so coming to the average milk yield, the average milk yield is only about around 500 kilos per lactation with high fat content of about 8%. So they just give a very low towards an average fat content, yield of milk, all right? Last one we have here is on the Meshana. So one important thing that you guys need to remember here is that Meshana is actually a hybrid, right? So this is a breeding done between Turki and Mura. Okay. we've already learned about the characteristic of Suti and Mura, right? And so this is just a breed, a breed of, or a progeny of these two breeds. Okay? First important characteristics, or from where they belong, is that this Chana, this is, or the Sabarkanda and Banaskanda district in Gujarat and adjoining Maharashtra state. So these are found in these areas. And another point that you guys need to remember is that the body is actually longer than Mura, but the limbs are lighter. Okay. And another characteristics coming up is that this breed of buffalo, the horns are less curved than in Mura, and are very irregular. Okay. So in Mura, we found out that the horns were very curved towards the inside, right? But in this breed, the horns are less curved as comparatively to Mura. Okay. Now the last few characteristics that I would like to highlight is that these are good for heavy work, and the milk yield is about 1,200 to 1,500 kilos per lactation. Okay, for this breed, I think it's just important to know about where it's found, right? And also the breeding of this Suti into Mura. Right? The parents of this breed is just important for this particular breed. All right. Okay, guys. So I hope that is clear. That was all for today. So these were all the indigenous breeds of buffalo that we have learned. If you guys have learned something new, please don't forget to hit the like button. And if you guys have any more doubts or any more queries to ask me, you can ask me right now. Right, I'll be giving you some time. Alright guys, so that's all for today. We'll be meeting again with another new topic. We'll try to have a proper sessions from next time. Alright, and if you guys have any more requests for what topic, or if you guys are not being able to follow some of the topics, then please drop it in the comment section. Alright, not in the live chat, but in the comment section, so that I'll be able to read it later on, and I'll be able to help you guys out, and maybe I can take up those sessions on such topics. Okay, so anyway, take care and study hard, and we'll be meeting for the another session.